Let's go.
Let's go. Let me just start recording. Cool. Welcome, guys and girls. You're at Gump Gang Meetup episode 8. Today it's very special because it marked our first cross-border collaboration with another creative community, Women Photographers Malaysia, WPM. Hi, guys. Hi, Anis. Hi, Aisha.
Hi.
So as a female myself, I've been really looking forward to our topic today, which is unique perspectives of women photographers with a question mark in the end. So I'm pretty sure you guys will have an answer for yourself after our session. Yeah, super excited. We have the co-founders of WPM, Aisha and Anis, with us today. And our two guest speakers, Jessie Lyee from Malaysia and Visala Wong from Hong Kong. I'll invite them to make Yes, hi. I'll invite them to make an intro to you guys in just a bit. So before we start, I heard some of you asking, what is Gump really? Well, let me tell you, we are a community that empowers photographers across Asia, from job snatching to promoting your stories and organizing meetups just like this one. So no matter where you are, you can connect with other like-minded passionates to grow and to learn. We also have our own platform to help with your collaboration. I'll just take a few seconds to share with you guys our new design. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
You can. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you can upload your beautiful photos in one of these albums and showcase them in a nice gallery. And then, of course, you can share them with others. And then your clients or your other photographers can like or select some of your pictures, and they can also draw and make comments on them very easily. So that's Gump. So yes, one of you guys tonight will get a Gump upgraded plan with 100 gig free storage from us. So make sure you stick with us till the end to know how to win. And back to our agenda today. In part 1, we'll first invite Aisha to tell us about WPM. And then afterwards, we'll pass the stage on to Jessie and Visala to introduce themselves. In part 2, we will dive into the photographic landscape of Malaysia and Hong Kong. So what is it exactly like to be a female photographer there? And then part 3, we will talk about the challenges and the advantages of being a female photographer. So Q&A, we'll leave it till the end, in the end. But throughout the session, you're very welcome to type any of your questions into our chat room down there. And the last thing, we'll record this session. And before we end this tonight, we'll take a group photo. And by that time, I'll invite you guys to turn your video on, because I know that some of you have your video turned off right now. So let me just check if I've addressed anything. Yes, yeah, I'm done. So let me finally invite Aisha from WPM to kickstart tonight's meetup. Aisha, please.
Thank you, Peggy. That all sounds very interesting. Thank you so much for having us here today. And to all of you who are present, thank you for spending your time or your night or your morning with us. So my name is Aisha, and I'm one of the co-founders for Women Photographers Malaysia, or WPM for short, alongside Anis Lin, who is in the crowd.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi,
So
Anis.
Anis, Lin, and myself, we founded WPM sometime in April. That was the beginning of the pandemic when it first started. So we were all locked up at home, and we were trying to come up with ideas of how to get the community together. So that was how we actually came up with this idea, WPM. So the very reason why we came up with WPM is because we wanted to start a community-based platform which focuses on empowering female photographers or female creatives who are in the industry to start taking up space. So that's the whole idea of Women Photographers Malaysia. It's a community which is open for Malaysians and for female Malaysians and anyone who's residing in Malaysia. And since we have inaugurated in April, we have had a few events like an exhibition which is called Her Perspective. That's a really cool one. That was a virtual exhibition. And at the same time, we've also had a few physical events in collaboration with an organization which started a photography festival, which is called KL 2020. So the whole idea of having WPM is to start a supportive community and to start letting females know that they have a platform where we encourage those to start taking up space and to show the work that they have done. So for those of you who are interested in the kind of activities that we have or we might have in the future, please find us on Instagram or Facebook. You can follow us. And we do have some activities in the running for this year and also for early next year. So please do keep in touch, find us there, and we would be happy to have you be part of us. I'm gonna pass on the virtual floor to Jessie. Hi, Jessie.
Thank you very much,
Yes.
Aisha. Jessie, please go ahead.
Thanks, Aisha. So, hi everyone. I'm Jessie here. I'm from Malaysia, a female photographer specialized in weddings and portraiture. While having sharings today together with Peggy, Aisha, Anis, and Visala, especially to know that there is so much more female photographer who specialize in so many other things like Visala, especially like commercials and creative shots. I'm really looking forward for today's sharing. So back to myself. Today I'm representing Women Photographers Malaysia, WPM, as a weddings and couple portraitures photographers. So a little background of myself. I'm actually an architecture's graduate, where I supposed to be an architect than photographer, but I choose to pursue my own dream because I like taking photography since I was 15, I think about 11 years ago. So, you know, being in Asia's parents like to telling you like, go and study something that is much more useful. While knowing that I like drawings, then I think architecture is one of the best subjects for me to pursue as a professional's career. So while doing architecture, actually photography helps a lot in my studies as well. So I think from there, I slowly to grow my passions for photography more and more. And right after I finished my master's studies, I just try my luck to start doing photography straight away. So that's how I got so far to be specialized in weddings and couple portraiture, because I personally really likes to capture connections, like not only connections of the couples and like boys and girls, but I think more of everything I love to capture love. So love for your fur kids, love for your parents, love for anything else. So as long you are open up with me about your stories, then I'll just capture it. Yeah. So maybe I can share my screen for like 2 minutes. I can share.
Yeah, that would be great to see how you capture love.
Yeah.
As you said.
So I think as a starter of my introduction, I usually much more recognized as a dark or moody style photographer in Malaysia, because my photo is sort of darker than any other photographer in Malaysia, I guess. Let me share.
As in the colors or like the concept?
Yeah, I think the concept, the colors, and the overall tone, like you see my entire album, then you can see like, or it's probably darker little in the wedding industry itself. This is not taken by me, but by as one of my really good friend when I graduate. So
oh, that's you.
Yeah, that's me, but really small, a small me. Yeah. So
there's someone who just said in the chat room, yeah, she's famous for dark photo. Andrew.
Yeah. So yeah, Andrew is one of our wedding pals, like one of.
Oh, really?
Yes. We know each other as like, we are all wedding photographers friends. Yeah. So this is one of my photos where you can see we are my friend is playing with the sunlight, the shadow and stuff like that. So he sort of know what I want in the photos, while I'm not really know my style yet back when I haven't really into the photography, like what kind of style I really wanted to fix to identify myself. So I think this photo is sort of like a start, like a starter of my entire career. So hold on. How do I put next?
Next is actually on the right hand side.
Oh yeah, okay. The window is blocking me. Okay, so on 2017 when I go to Japan, you know Japan, like the rising sun of the country and stuff like that. I think the sun, the entire mood there is really nice for me to study shadows, light and shadow. I mean, as an architecture student, we usually notice these kind of elements. So light and shadow is one of my very main characters in my photos. So I think the traveling itself sort of build up my perspective. So you can see like there's like a silhouette, like the scales of the entire things and the humans. Like there's like how is it called? What is it called? 反差叫什么?
What's 反差?
反差. Okay, like there's like a comparison. Yeah, comparison. Huge.
Oh, contrast.
Yes, contrast. Oh my god, my words. Yeah. So yeah, you can see like I started to play with the lights and stuff like that. So I really like things that is really contrast, because I personally like to put things that I want to see in the bright part, while the things that I don't want people to see probably is become darker already. So whenever I capture things, I always like to put things in the brightest spot. So where people's always, the eyes are always attracted to the brightest part. So like in this photo is sort of like you can see the couples right away because they are standing under the sunlight. So like, yeah, something like this, even though it's blur, but at least the couples are like in the mood of running away from me, but like holding hands and stuff, like they are into an adventure, something like that. So yeah, you can see again like the sun, the light itself, like portraying the side feature of the humans. You can see how I place the details and stuff like that. I think the sun, in my photography style itself, the sun and the light itself play a really huge part to capture what my style is today. I can show a bit more. Yeah, something like this as well. I really like sunset and the golden hour, because I get to play something like this. Like the entire mood is really warm, like really cuddly kind of feelings. Yeah, playing with the lights. Although there's no sunlight, however, I still use the light to highlight the human there. Lights as well, artificial lights. So I have drawn, but I don't use it much because I'm a person that I cannot focus too many things, too many gadgets at the same time. So whenever I go out and shoot, I always just use one camera. Another camera is just for the backup. While the drone itself is whenever I have with a videographer with me, then I always like ask him to borrow the drone for me just for a while for some creative shot like that. So again, it's the sun and the shadow. Yeah, this is Japan, like the sun in the shadow. So yeah, sometimes I also, one of my style is I like to play with the double exposure. It's definitely not, I'm not doing this double exposure in the camera itself, but I like to do the post process. Like after I done the entire album, I will recap the entire album again and just to check out any photos I can play creatively. Yeah, something like that. So there's like the concept behind every double exposure photos. So this is sort of like a James Bond's vibe. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So
really
this is so this is like the ring, the details. Like you can't see the human. You don't know who are they, but at least you can see like the motion there, the movement, like the architectures and the details. So this I think it's one of my representative double exposure shot, because I shoot it in India, and the birds also I shoot this shot. I shoot both of these shot in India, and I combine it sort of like the idea of like free your thinking, like or think wow like that, because the bird are flying wow, flying everywhere while the birds, like the double exposure is like on their head itself. So I think it's kind of like idea of just be wow, just think wow and think out of the box. So yeah. So yeah, I sort of like conclude my style here. So
it's great. Thanks
yes.
for sharing. I do think your colors are a little bit darker than like the usual wedding
Yeah.
but
Yes.
it does give a warm feeling, so I don't feel really dark inside the dark colors, if that makes sense. So thanks very much,
Thank you,
Jessie, for your intro. What about Visala? I'll be interested to see the representative from Hong Kong. So what's your story?
Hi.
Hi.
Can you see me? Because I'm seeing Jessie's screen.
Oh, okay. Let me just stop Jessie's sharing for a bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can see us now.
So, oh, sorry, hang on. Hi. I would like to say I really love your photos, Jessie. When you were like showing us your photos just now, I was like, oh my God, it's so beautiful.
No.
Thanks, Visala. But I really like your commercial shot, like those creative shot. I would never think of doing like whatever shooting now. Yeah.
Because I love dark, moody photos as well, like myself. when it's not commercial photos. Yeah. Yeah, really nice.
Thank you.
My dog, can you guys hear it?
Yeah, you can show us your dog as well.
No,
No, sneezing.
While introducing yourself.
So hi everyone, I am Visala and I'm a photographer in Hong Kong. I think I first picked up my camera when I was at the last year of my uni. It's just casually snapping whatever I feel that's beautiful. And back then we're still in the trend of having your own blog. You share either your outfits or the food that you ate and any travel scenes that you would like to share with everyone. So that's how I started to pick up my camera at the first time. And then I just start shooting whatever I feel like that's beautiful. And then when I first started to work, I become a fashion reporter and I start going to these events and I just keep on shooting different event scenes that I've saw. And then since then, my friend kind of encourages me to instead stop being a blogger and start to be a photographer. So that's how I started photography. I mean, as a photographer. And back then, the Instagram scene of shooting Instagram, social media like content is growing. And that's how I slowly graduate become a still life photographer. So let me open my share screen. How do I do it? This? The double click?
Yeah, do you see the, yeah.
You see?
Can see it.
So that you can see the scrolling, right? I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my website. And it's really hard to use one word to describe what kind of photographer I am because I shoot almost everything from fashion to still life and food and interiors and jewelries and even events and people and space. The only thing that I don't really shoot is wedding and pre-wedding. Yeah.
Combination
So
of
that's
stuff.
very work. Yeah, we're right, kind of like the beautiful opposite. So so during,
how would you describe your like style? You've got a very consistent style, even though you shoot a lot of different things.
I don't really know actually. Sometimes I shoot in a really like overexposed photos and sometimes I go really dark. But the one thing I like to do is put a lot of foreground, like blurry foregrounds in my photos. So I'll give like a kind of like an artistic or moody touch to my photos. Something like this here or like that. That's kind of like, I like to have something blurred at the front. Yeah, like light flares or reflections, and just play around with it. And hang on.
These are a lot of the celebrities or like influencers of Hong Kong. I just saw from her website.
Yeah, so even when it comes to celebrity photography, this was like Fiona Sit. She's a singer in Hong Kong, and that's when she's walking the red carpet. And so as some concert scenes, and as you can see, my photo style, I really love to use a lot of foregrounds like grass or CDs or a cube, anything that's reflective. I would like to put it in front of my camera, or even a handbag to hide part of the things. And when it goes to really moody, I would like to go like really contrasting look and feel for the overall mood for the photo. So yeah, I'm just scrolling through the different types of photo that I've shot in the previous days. I quite like this shot. Couldn't really click it. Yeesh.
The car.
Yeah, that one. It's one of my favorite. Everything it's not staged. There's no any flashlight. I'm just using whatever I have, and this kind of flare, it was actually captured through the help of my phone. So I'm just like, this is like what I like to explore around. And also, I'm also interested in shooting jewelries. And especially...
That's what you do mostly recently.
These are my work recently. I've been shooting a lot of jewelry this year, and this client of mine, he basically lets me do whatever I want, which is very lucky as a photographer. So I've been exploring water, as you can see, and different light and flare and reflections created from different objects, as well as going to a bit more moody and dark when it comes to shooting jewelries. And even also exploring how to shoot put fruits and some food together. So it's really uncontroversial, I'd say, my shooting style on the random things that I put together into a photo. Yeah. And
Brilliant.
it's really contrasting. So I really don't really know how to use the one simple word to describe my photographic style.
Versatile, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah, but I do think you have a very different style with Jessie, which is very impressive. I think like very different perspectives and very unique, both of you. So it really suits our topic tonight, which leads me to our next session. I'm just gonna stop your screen share for a bit.
Sure.
And then, yeah, sorry for interrupting. I'm gonna dive deeper into our next part, which is the photographic landscape in Malaysia and Hong Kong. So I would like to know from both of you guys, so what is it really like being a female photographer in the two places that you guys are from?
So I guess I should first.
Yeah, maybe Jessie can go first.
Okay. So I guess there's an uprising of like numbers of female photographers these few years, I think, because of like the freedom of social medias and stuff like that, where you are easily access to so many kind of creative stuff that you can see online. So I think it encouraged a lot of people to like it's not like in perspective like oh, the photographers are in just male, like usually a male photographer, because I think a lot of people have the perceptions that, oh, camera is heavy, only guys carry it, like can handle it better or whatnot. But I guess with the technology these few years, like even it's like a mirrorless camera, like anyone can easily handle a camera right now. It's just that your skill or your like whether you are having really a huge persistence to be in this industry. So I think female photography in the wedding photography industry itself are slowly uprising now. While I think I'm very lucky to be one of a few that is early. That there are a few more that is very early stage kind of photographer, and they are still doing really well in Malaysia. While I think I'm the middle coming in. Then and also because my style is really different from others, so it helped me. It really helps me to stand out a bit more. I think I'm not sure. I don't want to be like self-blowing myself, but just that whenever what I like is whenever people see my photos, they will know like, oh, this is Jessie. It's dark. I don't mind people say my photo is dark, but yeah, I think it's sort of like being as a female photographer is. It can be easily create an identity itself if you know how to use it well, I think. I'm not sure if you understand what I meant, but like, yeah, to be really bold, to be really there to do what you wanted to showcase, I think slowly it will create a really strong identity of yourself. And as a female photographer, wedding photographer, I think a lot of brides are really fond of that. I think as like sometimes when you are not photographing them, you are helping them to be part of the process while they are getting ready and stuff. Like you can understand the bride better. Yeah, so I think it's like I don't think there's any disadvantage being a female photographer. There's just a lot more advantage to be a female photographer in Malaysia. Well, I think a lot of people starting to appreciate the eyes of the female photographer. Yeah.
So traditionally, how have female photographers been perceived? Because you're mentioning like right now, increasingly people appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean, like I think it's just that traditionally we just see like the guy photographer, like they are access to the technology more. But whenever like girls picking up stuff like that, as long they have interest, then they will slowly get into all these kind of technologies. Then they will understand the cameras. Then they will able to capture the photos well. I mean, sometimes also I think it depends on the eyes of a person as well. It's not just that female and male having some difference. I do met a lot of male photographer who has really eyes of details about for everything. Like sometimes I feel like, hey, why did I not think of that? Also, it's such a feminine photo, but it is from a male as well. So I think it's you just can learn from everyone, not just the female, but just that from my own perspective as a female photographer, like whenever we wanted to do a style shoot, like more like a feminine, that is more daring into like boudoir shot and stuff like that, they are more comfortable to have a female photographer. And I personally like this kind of shot as well. So I'm glad I'm a girl, and I do venture into all this shot for the bride as well, like the bridal boudoir and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned a great point. I think we have a maternity Hong Kong maternity photographer here with us tonight as well. So it's similar. It's similar to what you said. So probably some types of shoots, girls may be more like comfortable doing it with a same gender photographer.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jessie, for your sharing. What about Visala? What do you think it's like in Hong Kong?
I think in Hong Kong, there's definitely agree with Jessie. There's an amount of female photographer uprising in Hong Kong. And actually, there are a lot of girls, females who's really good at taking nice photos. But in terms of having them to frame themselves as a photographer, it feels like it takes a lot of courage to tell people that you're actually a photographer or as a professional photographer, because with the rising amount of Instagram, can you hear me?
Yeah, because I was asking why.
Girls love to take Instagram photos for their girlfriends or for themselves. Everyone will know how to function a professional DSLR camera, but being the real photographer, I mean, as a professional photographer, we have to carry all those tripods and gears and reflectors and all those heavy loaded gears to go for outdoor scene, to shoot under a strong sun for like 5 to 6 hours. That's not what every girl would prefer or love to do. So I think that that's what makes a big difference between female photographers and girls who love to take photos. And it's actually quite interesting that I found sometimes when I was working with male clients, they tend to be very helpful when they are seeing me and my assistant, which is also a girl as well, carrying all this heavy stuff. And they were like, oh, do you need help? Do you want us to carry something for you? You've got like 3 bags of clothes and you've got your own gear, and then you've got another 2 bags of whatever that's in the bag. Do you need help? And we're like, yeah, we're fine. And they start to like, they're really caring and concerned about our physical capacity on whether we can stay and be there for the entire shoot until sunset. And I think based on how the way we look, we tend to be rather maybe weak and strengthless. They tend to lower their expectations, I guess, in the photo shoot. if at the end, which we always do, handle them really nice photo, they will be very surprised and they'll be glad that, oh, the photos look really nice, thanks a lot for your help today, blah blah. I think that could be an advantage for us to be a female photographer, I guess.
Oh, that's nice. Lower expectation and surprise them with the result.
Yeah,
that's nice to hear. Do you guys have any examples like or any interesting stories to share with us regarding that?
Yeah, I guess like what Visala mentioned about like sunburn and stuff like that. Like whenever we have shoot, like outdoor shoot, because again, I'm not a my shot is very different from Visala. Like sometimes you can do studios and stuff like that, but most of the time, I like to expose under the sun, where most of the models or the brides and grooms they are like, oh, it's like in the middle of the sun, like I'm going to get burned and stuff like that. Yeah, and to be honest, I had like, because due to the pandemic situations, we actually been in the house for such a long period, like about 5-6 months. Then once the lockdown was lifted up 2 months ago, we actually went out to the sea to shoot style shoot where it involved a yacht, like speedboat, where the couples are like in the middle of the big speedboat to take a couple shoot. But the weather was too good. The sun is too bright. I had my first sunburn in my entire life. Yeah. Because, I mean, I'm a person that really have a really tan skin, which I don't mind to go all out to shoot under the sun while getting darker or what. But I think the idea, like being a female photographer, a lot of people like, oh, can you handle the sun? You don't, aren't you not afraid to getting sunburn and stuff like that? Then we were like, no, we enjoy our work a lot as long we get to shoot. Yeah.
Cool. What about Visala?
I can actually show you this particularly interesting shoot that's under the sun. Oh, it's not here. It's here. So this set. Oh, wait, I have to share my screen. Right? Yeah.
Yes.
So
have you shared?
You see it?
We can see.
It's definitely hushed like
that was like,
oh,
if I'm not mistaken, that's 12 p.m. till 4 p.m. in Hong Kong. And as you can see from the blue sky, it's like super sunny day. I got a really bad tan because I was wearing a crop top and a strapless thing, and then I got like these weird tan lines in my back, and it's still here. So so we were shooting this model, and we're just finding whatever we can find around the space. Like there's a random chair from far, or we asked her to stand on the chair, sit on the chair, sit on the floor. So it's a really fun shoot, and one funny thing is it's supposed to be a really sunny shoot all day long. By the time we finish, it starts raining. And I even haven't got enough time to pack everything. I just stuff all my lens and my camera into my bag, zip it up, and then we just carry all the clothes and then run all the way back to wherever there's a shelter. Yeah.
Shelter, yeah.
Shelter, yeah. And I would like to also show you a video that we've shot for the clients from this shoot.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Also under the sun.
here, the same day, also under the sun. So
We can't see the video.
cannot?
We're seeing the same screen. So
You're
you
not-
have to share the exact screen the video is in.
Okay, so there. Oh, here.
Maybe you can-
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
And can
Thanks.
you hear the music?
Yes, we can. It's very, very trendy, very fashionable. Nice video. Did you make the whole thing?
I've got my assistant to help me with this.
Very nice.
Do you guys
Very
want to see the behind the scenes of this?
I see
Yes,
Jessie
please.
saying something.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
please.
please.
Because I was thinking maybe I can show you guys the behind the scenes as well.
Yeah, but I was just now the sound was a bit unstable when you played the video. Maybe
Oh.
we can try it again.
Okay, sure. Let me click this and share.
Yeah. Oh. Was that intentional, Visala?
No, that's why I want to share with you guys, because it's really, the rain is like coming from far. We're like, shit, it's raining.
Oh, that's right.
I've been there before. Like it's go pot, right? Like
Instagram pier.
yes. Like they recycle a lot of like the bamboo sticks there.
Yeah.
That's a
And-
very IG spot, IG appeal
Yeah.
spot.
And it's a very, very open space. There's no shade for you to run. Yeah.
Yeah. The client, he just kind of grabbed his box of jewelry and then he was like, run. And then while me and my assistant were like, oh, that's everything we've got. And then we're like, okay, let's go. And then he was like, do you need help? We're like, nah, we're fine. Yeah, so it's a really fun shooting. Speaking
That's
of the
cool.
outdoor
Yeah.
That's cool. Thanks for sharing that with us.
fun.
So I think you guys have touched on a little bit, but let's move on to. I would like to know the challenges and perks of being a female photographer. Maybe Jessie's turn again.
Challenges and perks. I think the challenges is more of like I don't take it as a challenges, but it's just that as a female, like probably just the safety itself. Like I mean in Malaysia, whenever we like go out alone, because I mean as a photographer, everyone like to go for site recce, like you wanted to check out spots, new spots that is not founded by anyone yet, that you wanted to get some special spot. And I'm a very curious person. I can literally just stop at a highway, halfway of the highway, like, hey, I like this spot, but how do I get in? Like, then just checking it out. But I think it's just that as a personal safety, that is the only challenge that I think I would face. And but the rest of the time, I think it's more like an adventure and journey, like as a to grow yourself as a photographer, while not being just a female photographer, but how to make sure you yourself to stand up amongst the others as a female photographer. Because usually people would think like, oh, female photographer, the photo must be very soft, like very sweet and stuff like that. But I think I'm quite a rebellious person. Then I always prefer the couples to just be themselves. Like if you are crazy, then just be crazy. If you are a silent person, then the way you should probably is much more intimate and sweet, more moody, something like that. I could show you a few samples that I do for the couples. As I tell the couple, I personalize the couple shoot for you. You come to me because you like my style, but I would like to have you yourself as a piece in the photo shoot as well. I don't want like 100% it's all about my style. I want your personality to be part of my style as well. That's
yeah, that's great. It's like after you guys connected and then you produce something together.
Yeah. I mean, like I do know that couples like come to you like, oh, we like your style, like how, but blah 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 and stuff like that. But I would like to like, if you appreciate my style, I would like appreciate your personality and character. Like I don't want everything to be like really moody and stuff like that. Or although I really like, but I think if you are a person that is really cheeky and stuff like that, you can always be my style can always help you to like specialize that into your photos. Hold on.
I'd love to see your work. Is it a video?
Yeah, it's a video. I mean, like I think my work is better in video. Hold on.
Really? Let's see.
Okay, hold on. Hey, what? Hold on. Just a bit. Share screen.
If anyone have any questions for Visala or Jessie so far, you guys feel free to type it in the chat room. We'll come to that in the end. Okay,
can you see my videos here?
Yeah.
Like
yes.
Like what about this?
Nothing yet.
Okay, hold on. How do I share this out? Give me some time, guys.
Are you sharing through desktop?
Don't see anything.
Okay, just new share. Okay, screen. Can you see this?
Yeah. Saw it
Okay.
now. Cool.
That's so cute.
Does it have sound, this video?
Do you have sound?
We can't hear the sound though. Oh, so cute. Oh yeah, I just heard a little bit. Yes.
I can't hear it.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, we got a little bit.
Do you want to try to click the volume at the lower? Yeah. Nope.
Can hear very slight sounds. It's okay, so cute.
So much love. It's so cute.
Yeah, and you can really see their personalities.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the bride. I know.
I like how it's so entertaining without the music, and we can use our own imagination.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Maybe we can narrate while Jessie is
this.
figuring out the music.
Like caption this.
Must be so fun shooting couples like these. They're like so cute and happy and joyful.
How long does it take to take a video like this? Like, do you go with them the
I
whole
think
day?
we spend about like 4 or 5 minutes like that. Sorry, 4 or 5 hours.
Wow.
4 or 5 hours.
Amazing.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. Then so you can see like this is one of the most fun couple shoot that I ever did. I mean, because the girl itself is like really extrovert and we don't really pick where do we shoot, but we are more like, this is like their neighborhood. Like she stayed there for like nearly 30 years like that. So she understands the place really well. Then we just go and have fun around the neighborhood. That's what she said. I just want to have fun. At first she said, I really want a proper photo shoot as well, but I think her attitude cannot contain the fun and stuff like that. Then we just go crazy. Yeah. So I don't like, sometimes like when we do slideshow, we always like just simply throw some cheesy song like Perfect, like from Ed Sheeran and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think just pour some of your thoughts and ideas into this kind of couple shoot, where I think in Hong Kong, like the Sex Sine, that kind of song, like really cute and fun. It's sort of like I think it's just the vibe itself to carry it out the entire mood of the photos. Sometimes we do say like photo speaks a lot of words, but I think if you put a bit more of the ideas into it, like slideshow do speak more than photos. I mean, in my personal view itself, yeah. I think that's more of like my advantage to be an extra person. Like I like to do extra things. Yeah.
It's great. It's great. I mean, it's definitely something very valuable for the couple to keep for a lifetime.
Yeah.
If I were the couple, I would be so happy, like 20 years later, 30 years later, just to look at the video again.
Yeah,
So,
like sometimes
great.
like if you shoot in neighborhood area like what they did itself, like actually I think in the next 30 years probably that place you won't be seeing that place anymore. Like probably they going to rub it down and stuff like that. Like when you see back the photos, it's like, hey, we used to have this kind of a restaurant, like the Bat Lane, and now it renovates a lot. You're not going to see that anymore. Yeah.
You can show your like grandkids and so on. Just kidding. So so let's move on to we've actually got 10 minutes left only. Oh, so quick. So I think so quick.
Your canto.
Sorry. Can you guys see my screen? So this leads us to our last part. I think Visala and Jessie has prepared some questions for you guys, and this will be the part where we'll have some fun. One of you tonight will get a gift from Gump, from us, as I mentioned at the beginning. So please listen carefully. How we're gonna do this is the person who gets the most number of correct answers, the quickest, will win. So both Jessie and Visala has prepared a few questions. After each question, if you know the answer, please shout your name first, and then I'll invite you to answer. Just to make sure.
I think everyone have to unmute their mic first.
If you wanna speak, make sure you unmute the mic first, and then shout your name first, and then I'll see who is quickest, and I'll invite you guys to answer. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Okay.
I think a lot of them are still mute.
Still mute. I don't know. I can't see their faces, but I assume you're ready. So I will. Maybe Jessie, do you want to ask first?
Okay. Just hold on. Let me share my screen again.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
I'm very nervous myself. I'm gonna keep an eye on who shouts the name.
Okay, hold on.
What did you just say? Howard.
Okay, just one more minute. Just choosing my photos.
Yeah, sure. Or is Visala ready? Do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Visala. Yeah, I think Visala can go first.
Okay.
Go.
So before I start sharing my screen, mine is more like a game instead of a question. So I've got a couple of photos to show you, and just like A and B, and one of them was shot by a female photographer, and the other one was shot by a male photographer.
Oh.
You just have to guess which one was shot by the female one. Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna start sharing.
Get ready, guys.
Screen. Okay. This is A. And this is B. Can you guess which one was shot by
Female.
the female one? So A.
B.
I think
Who's
B.
that? Who's that? Shout your name first.
I love that B sound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The guy.
it's me, Keksun.
Keksun. Yes, what's your
Yeah.
answer?
B.
E for boy.
You're thinking
B for boy.
Kidding
Yeah.
me. It's like confusing.
female photographer.
Yeah.
Is Keksun correct?
Actually, no.
Oh, what? All right.
The first one here was shot by a photographer called Grace Hartnett, and that's shot by Martin Fitonak. I can put their name out in the message box. This is shot by a male photographer.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Was it a trick question, or like what do you want to try to bring out through these two pictures?
Well, I think at the beginning of the sharing, Jessie kind of mentioned that male photographer, they tend to look into the technology on how a camera and lighting works, and I felt the same as well. Where I feel a lot of the time, male photographers, they look really deep into like the theory and really technical things on how to control lighting and how to do the picture perfect shots. Whereas female photographers go for something more moody, and there's like a sense of I don't know, like a sense of their style or artisticness inside. That's what I think. In contrast.
So, do you have another question in case Andrew wants to answer A now and he wants to win? I said we have more questions coming.
3 more sets of photos. So
Cool. Bring it on.
Okay.
Andrew is really eager, so we appreciate
Yeah, I
it
know.
too.
He's very so desperate, Andrew.
Okay. So moving on. This is A from
Kim
female
Kardashian.
or B or a male photographer, and this is B from female or male. Which one do you
Spell
get?
your name first.
A and B.
This is tough.
Does Lakshmi wants to answer?
I think it's B.
Lakshmi said B is from a female photographer.
Actually A.
It's so difficult. It's A.
It's actually A.
I think the conclusion is you can't really tell just by looking at a picture whether it's not always like that for female or not always like that for male.
Yeah, but it's really interesting to know because I know the answer already when I was looking into these photos.
So how could you tell that it was shot by a female photographer? A was shot. How did you know?
You mean me?
Yeah.
Because she got more. She kind of added an extra like texture or mood of her own style as the background. Where normally when you shoot like cosmetics and when they're being smudged up or being like ruined, it's very often to shoot at a plain background or on a mirror surface.
Yeah.
Like the safest choice to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is on, I don't know, it's like a sandy background or the background that mimics the compact blush or cosmetic wherever she's shooting. Yeah.
I see where you're coming from, Visala. So like from what you have observed, females usually take a more uncharted option of doing things, right? Like as compared to like guys. Guys are more textbook oriented.
Yeah.
They follow the rules, what would look good for cosmetics. As far as your experience goes, seeing female photographers, they actually try new things. They try to go beyond the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually true. I've never thought about it that way.
It's getting trickier. I mean, for the extra 2 sets of photos, because it's portrait, it's not product.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's move on.
Next one.
So this is A and this is B. Okay, I'll go back again. This is A and this is B.
A is female, B is male.
Yay, you
Please.
got it.
Who is that? Who is that? I didn't catch that.
Oh wait, I'm not counted. Sorry. I can participate.
Oh my god.
Oops, sorry guys.
Does anyone
Visala
else
have to
want
prepare. Yeah.
I
Visala
think
have to
I
prepare
think the
another shot.
participants are answering in the chat box.
Oh yes,
Well,
actually,
then
who's the first
Subin
one?
got it right. Subin got it right.
I can't see the
Subin.
box now.
Subin said it's A.
Yeah, A is from a female photographer.
Oh, nice. Okay, we've got the first
Please don't take-
participant who has the
Okay.
correct answer.
Last
Well
one.
done, Subin. Last one.
Okay. This is A. And this is B. Again,
Mm.
this is A.
Zubaida said B, and a
Don't
lot
get
of
them,
other
can't
people said
And
B.
this is B.
Wait, what was the question? Everybody was like A and B. What was the-
I know. I'm
Which
so
is
confused.
female, which is male, which is
Yeah,
Which one is
photographer, yeah.
female? Which one is
Yeah.
by female?
It's from a female. This is A.
Um.
This is B.
Okay. Zubaida Nila said it's B.
So
B-
whoever says the alphabet, it's female, right?
Yes,
All right.
we're
Can I
against
see
the
the
female
comment? Why
photographer.
can I see the? Oh, I can see it now. Okay.
So
Get-
is the answer correct? B.
The answer is B.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
How can
So
you? How can you? I want to know how can you guys like tell?
tell.
I
Can
guess
I
the mo-
invite
I guess the-
Zubaida? Sorry,
Okay.
who's speaking?
Oh, sorry, Annie's here. I guess the moral of this entire thing is first of all, it's a blind judging, which is great. And
Yeah.
second is like, sometimes we get it right, sometimes we get it wrong. And it kind of like teach all of us like we do not compartmentalize, but somehow we do not compartmentalize at the first stage, but after that, knowing the result, we will want to understand like why is it shot by a certain gender behind the camera.
Yeah,
Interesting to know.
yeah, that's right. And is that all from you, Visala?
I like this answer from Bianca.
What did she say? all
Females
the
normally go beyond the norm. Yeah.
Girl power.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I do notice that females go beyond the rules which are stated out for photography,
Yeah,
right?
we like to do
go,
something
yeah.
extra.
So we break the rules.
Yay! Cool. Thanks, Visala, for your wonderful questions. And I'll does Jessie have something else for us? Because we've got two votes now from one from Subin and one from Zubaida. So they each get 1 point. So maybe
Wow.
we'll pick the winner to see who will get our gift from Gump tonight. On to you, Jessie.
Right. Okay. So I'll be sharing my screen.
Subin just said, that's what I have noticed from my wife. Thanks. Yeah, you share screen.
Okay. So okay, can you guys see the gum photos?
Yes.
Okay. So so this question is sort of like also A and B kind of stuff, but you can see from these three photos, just wanted to ask if it's taken by natural light or artificial light.
I guess.
No, you
mean,
can't.
like-
You can tell me in private.
Okay, let me type it too in private.
Okay, Zubaida just said it's natural. So all three pictures are natural. Is that right, Zubaida?
All right. I see. Okay. So is that the final answer for Zubaida?
Yes.
Yeah.
Going once, going twice.
Zubaida, you can type it.
I think she
Yeah.
can unmute.
Yeah,
Okay,
you,
wait,
you're unmute.
Okay.
can you confirm your answer for the 3 pictures? Okay, yeah. She said all three of them are natural. Is that correct, Jessie?
Yes, correct.
Oh, yes. So Subaida is our winner of tonight.
Yay! Because there's a lot of people like thought the first one is sort of like an artificial light, like a spotlight there.
Mm.
You mean the one on the left?
Yeah, the one on the left, like the one.
The harsh light, right?
Yes, there's like a hand picking up
The
the
shadow.
shoes. Yeah, in the shadow. But that's like a really good sunrise on that day. Then we just sort of like seeing, hey, that's a good nice shadow. So we just asked the bride to like hold, like try to play some different shot instead of literally carrying the shoes. Yeah.
Nice, nice. These
Cool.
are all like great questions. Thank you so much, both. I think we're just on time. We are 2 minutes over 9. So I'd like to thank again everyone for joining us tonight. And thank you so much, Aisha, Anis, Jessie, and Visala. Did you guys enjoy it?
I definitely did. It was such an engaging conversation.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Same. I really had fun. Thank you again. And actually, my personal takeaway is like, no matter whether you're a female or male, we all have our unique angle, unique perspective. So, but for like the girls and females out there who are just building your own stance, I hope you really get some inspiration from both of our guests tonight. And if they can do it, we can all do it. So that's my take on this tonight. So let's end this with our classic group photo. And may I just invite you guys to turn on your video. Hi, Andrew.
So cute.
Andrew has his mini Andrew.
Peggy,
yeah?
before we end the session, is it possible to share my screen before we wrap it up?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I would like to show WPM's community. So in case anyone wants to find us, they'll know where to.
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead, Aisha. So
right
maybe we'll do the group photo first.
Yeah, okay.
And then,
all right.
yeah.
Right, sure.
Okay.
Okay, please wait.
I like how Visala has her baby and Andrew has his baby.
Yeah, I know. Oh, my baby is outside. Dog is outside.
And they're both looking that way.
Okay. Two more, wait. Because too many people. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yay. And one more. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay.
I'm thinking if you guys...
I like Rico background, the Simpsons, the Family Guy background.
I think it's actually Simpsons.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Is it
Family Guy
Simpsons?
last time, and he told me it's Simpsons.
Yeah,
okay.
everybody will remember this. Yeah.
Remember
Remember me.
Cool. So
That's a-
Aisha, please go ahead to share screen.
All right. So
And I'll just take this time as well to say that if you like today's session and want to keep in touch, please, you can leave your IG handle right now in the chat room, and I'll share the list with you guys afterwards so we can all keep in touch.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, so before we wrap up the session, Peggy, thank you so much for organizing this virtual session. We had so much fun. I know I did. Visala and Jessie, thank you so much for the great presentation. You guys do great work. So just keep sharing whatever stuff that you have created. We love to see you in the virtual world. So if any one of you would like to find us on social media, this is our Instagram page, Women Photographers Malaysia. So as you can see here, we have a collection of photos from our female photographers in Malaysia. So moving forward, we would also love to collaborate internationally. And since we have Gump on board, probably next time we can, cook something up. Yeah, Peggy? Probably.
Yeah, definitely. Of course. We'd love to.
So this is our Instagram page. And if you want to find us on Facebook, this is our Facebook group. Just give us a follow. We'd love to see you on our platforms.
Thank you, Aisha. So if you guys wanna keep in touch, as I said, please leave your IG handle down there right now. And I think that's it for tonight.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone. Hope to see you guys again next time.
Leave your handle first. Leave your handle first.
Yeah. Down there. Thanks, WPM and Jessie, Visala, Anis, and Aisha.
Thank you, WPN.
Good night.
Thank
Good night,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Supper time.
Oh yeah, stay safe, everyone in Malaysia or in other places.
Yeah.
Around the world.
Replays.
Yeah. Thanks, Andrew, for joining. And John.
Andrew is so funny.
Andrew's cute. It's like his mini kid.